Hey friends, welcome to Bing Talks. 大家好. You may have heard that Chinese eat dogs. Is it a fact or a stereotype? Well, it's hard to give an immediate answer. For why? Let's find out in today's video. First of all, I'd like to say, dog lovers, I'm one of you. I used to have a white puppy. It was given to me by my uncle and was my first pet. I genuinely liked him. The happy days of companion lasted for 9 years between my puppy and me. And then sadly, he died of disease. I really miss him. As for the claim, it isn't completely made up. There are certain parts of China that have the tradition of eating dog meat, mostly less developed areas. To list some, 广西玉林, 广东雷州, 江苏徐州, 吉林延边 are the most famous cities where local people eat dog meat. It's worth mentioning, however, those eaters are mostly middle-aged or elderly people with lower education generally. Many of them believe that dog meat has powerful medicinal benefits, unlike any other animal meats, and could nourish health and replenish body energy, which is obviously wrong. Since 2009, the infamous event Yulin Dog Meat Festival has been held in Yulin, Guangxi Province. During the festival, thousands of dogs were slaughtered and then consumed by local eaters and few visitors. Some of the dogs were even tortured and got beaten before getting killed, out of the belief that higher adrenaline level in the dog's body before it gets killed promote the flavor of the meat. It was really cruel and bloody. Organizers for the festival claim that only dogs reared specifically for consumption are consumed. However, some reported that organizers lied and a portion of dogs used are stray dogs or even stolen pets. Sounds scary, right? But don't forget that China is a huge nation by territory. There are 34 provinces and province-level administration areas, with 691 cities in total. Merely a few cities in southern and northeastern China have the tradition of consuming dog meat. Population-wise, there are 1.4 billion people in the country. However, only a tiny fraction of the whole population have ever experienced consuming dog meat. There isn't a reliable number that I could find here, but I can be sure the percentage is low according to my own survey of people around myself. As of the early 21st century, dog meat consumption in China was declining drastically. In recent decade, more and more Chinese start to have pets. This helped further strengthen their compassion for little creatures living around us. At the same time, as younger generations gradually replacing older ones with a better education and sympathy for animal companion, they started to protest and organize campaigns to stop the festival and tradition of eating dog meat. Legislation-wise, in 2010, legislation draft was proposed to ban dog meat consumption. The first draft proposal of it was carried out with the intention to protect animals from abuse. The legislation included a measure to jail for up to 15 days for torturing or slaughtering dogs and other pet animals. In 2012, Chinese netizens and the police intercepted trucks transporting caged dogs to be slaughtered in some cities. In 2014, dog meat sales decreased by nearly a third compared to 2013. It was reported that in 2015, one of the most popular restaurants in Guangzhou serving dog meat was closed after tightening regulations made by the local government. In 2016, a petition gathered 11 million signatures nationwide calling to stop the Yulin Festival. Surveys in the same year also show that the vast majority of Chinese people disapprove the festival. In 2020, Shenzhen has enacted law to ban the slaughter of dogs and other pets for human consumption. It's expected that other cities in China will follow Shenzhen's action not far in the future. In a street interview carried out by Asian Boss YouTube channel in Shanghai, the majority of people who got interviewed had never eaten dog meat. Furthermore, lots of them actually strongly dislike the fact that a few people eat dog meat, and the Yulin Dog Meat Festival in particular. Besides that, many interviewees expressed disappointment about this common stereotype that Chinese eat dog meat from the people who have never really come to China. So do Chinese eat dogs? The question finally comes down to whether you think minority can represent the vast majority. One thing I remember is that many years ago, one day, there was a newcomer lecturer in my class. He asked everyone to introduce themselves. After I introduced myself, the first ever sentence he said to me was, "Do you eat dogs?" in front of all my classmates who were from different countries. As a dog lover and the only Chinese in the class, I was really annoyed by his impoliteness and stereotypical words. It was from Turkey, but I wouldn't think that all Turkish people are rude because minority could never represent the vast majority. In fact, my other Turkish friends were very nice people, just like a few dog-eating Chinese can never represent Chinese as a whole. So the next time you hear somebody say Chinese eat dogs, you know how to respond. Alright, that wraps up the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. By the way, why not check out my other videos if you aren't in a rush? See you in the next one. Bye.